In the wake of the attempted coup in Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has announced a major change in the hierarchy of Nigeria armed forces. According to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the changes were necessary to strengthen Nigeria's national security architecture. In the new service chiefs that were appointed, Christopher Musa, who was the Chief of Defense Staff, has been sacked and replaced by Olufemi Oluyede. Olufemi Oluyede was formerly the Chief of Army Staff. Major General W. Shaibu is now the new Chief of Army Staff. The former Chief of Air Staff Hassan Abubakar was sacked and replaced by S.K. Aneke. Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala has been replaced by Rear Admiral I. Abbas. The change was equally announced by Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself. This all but confirmed the news we've heard about the attempted coup. Recall that 16 senior military personnel were rumored to have been arrested by the defense headquarters for planning a coup against Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was reported that they planned to carry out the coup on 1st October and their plan was to shoot Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president, Kashim Shettima, the vice president, Godswill Akpabio, the senate president, Tajudeen Abbas, the speaker of the House of Representatives, and other top government officials. But the defense headquarters came out to debunk the news. Even the presidency has equally debunked the news. And then we got another report that stated that a southern governor was equally being investigated for financing this coup. Recall that before now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has cancelled the Independence Day parade. There was no reason that was given for this cancellation, but when the news of the coup came on board, reports suggested that it was because of this planned coup that the presidency decided to cancel that October 1st Independence Day parade, because the coup planners had planned to use the Independence Day to execute their plan. But of course, the presidency completely denied any coup in Nigeria. So this whole service chief shakeup and changes that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made so far all but suggest that indeed there was a coup attempt on the president. The president is feeling that the service chiefs are no longer loyal to him. He's feeling that they want to betray him. That is the reason why he's doing all of this shakeup, so that he can bring in new people that will be able to protect him and stop any form of coup attempt against him. Yeah, this is the first time he's having a service chief change. I could remember when he came on board, when insecurity was ravaging the country. He was told to sack this service chief and replace them with another service chief. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu granted a media chat and said he so much believes in them, that they are doing a good job. So how come he's changing them now? Because an attempt on his life has been made. But when an attempt were being made on the life of innocent Nigerians, he did not make any changes. It is all about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It is all about his political ambition. It is never about the country, nor about Nigerians. The question that the president should be asking, the question that everyone on the corridors of power should be asking is, why exactly are we having rumors of coup in Nigeria? Why exactly is the military trying to take over power from Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why are they trying to execute him? Why are they trying to kill the Senate president, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, the Vice President? Why are they trying to carry this deadly act in Nigeria? That is a question the president should be asking himself. But he's not asking that question, but rather he is going ahead to make changes. Will these changes solve Nigeria's problem? Will these changes fix our insecurity? Will these changes solve the inflation, the high cost of living, the poverty in the land, the high debt rate? Will this change fix our infrastructure? Will it fix our decayed school and health sector? Will these changes fix the deplorable road across the country? Will these changes solve poverty? Will these changes improve the quality of life of the people? Will these changes put food on the table of the people? Will these changes reduce poverty, unemployment in the country? Will these changes stop the corruption in the judiciary, the corruption in the National Assembly? With these changes being done, are we going to have free, fair, credible election in Nigeria? Because everything I've mentioned so far are the contributing factors to why we are talking about coup in 2025. These are the problems that have been affecting this country from time immemorial. These are the problems that subsequent leaders have failed to address. These are the problems that Bola Ahmed Tinubu came on board and made it worse. Nigeria has never been this worse than it is today. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has made everything worse. Since he came on board, he has focused on politics rather than actual governance. And this is the reason why we are talking about coup in 2025. This is the reason why they are trying to execute him. But unfortunately, he's not trying to fix the issue on ground, but rather he's playing the same politics that has led us to where we are today. Coup don't just happen. This is not the first time we are hearing about coup. In fact, as a matter of fact, Nigeria has experienced coup before. When this coup occur, they will tell you that the reason is because of corruption in government. They will tell you that the reason is because of the sufferings of the people. Take for instance the coup we've been experiencing in some African countries like Burkina Faso, Niger Republic, Mali. These coup plotters will tell you that it is because of the suffering on ground. They will tell you that their country is blessed with mineral resources, but the people are poor, that they are taking over power so they can channel the resources back to the people. This is the same thing we are experiencing in Nigeria. Life in Nigeria is tougher than ever. Prices for food, fuel, and transportation have all skyrocketed since Bola Tinubu removed the fuel subsidy and let the naira lose value. Inflation is at 34%. It means that the cost is way more than most people can afford. Over 40% of Nigerians are unemployed, especially the young people, and more than 90 million persons live in extreme poverty, the highest in the world. Nigeria is regarded as a poverty capital of the world. The people are angry. 1st of August 2024, the people march on the street to protest against bad governance. But the president ignored their protests, but rather arrested and incarcerated minors that were protesting on the streets. The president is asking the people to endure, to exercise patience, whereas the president is not enduring. The politicians are not enduring. They are living extravagantly at the expense of the people. Bola Tinubu said he inherited a battered economy. The same Tinubu went to purchase a $150 million presidential jet. They will gaslight the people and tell the people that the policies of the president is beginning to yield fruit. But the people are calling the policies of the president punishment because it has made life harder on the people. In the midst of all of this hardship, the president has introduced a new tax law that will make the people poorer and suffer more. Aside the hardship that the president policies have introduced on Nigerians, insecurity is the order of the day. Insecurity has now become worse under Bola Tinubu administration. Nigeria is in a dangerous place right now. In the northeast, Boko Haram and other terrorists are attacking villages and soldiers, killing hundreds this year alone. In the northwest, bandits kidnap and rob people, forcing millions to flee their homes. In the north central, Fulani herdsmen are terrorizing farmers, killing and sacking people from their ancestral home. In the southeast, that was regarded as the safest region in Nigeria, has now become a beehive for criminals. Our military is overwhelmed and struggling. The soldiers are underpaid, under-equipped, and they are losing the battles against insecurity. Because you can't tell me we've been fighting insecurity since 2009. The politicians are profiting from the insecurity in Nigeria. Kidnappers that used to target high-profile and rich people in the society are now kidnapping ordinary Nigerians, forcing them to make video begging ordinary Nigerians to contribute money for their ransom. Ransom payment has now become the order of the day. Bandits are now using social media to display their weapons and cash they got from their kidnapped victims. The president has been asking the people to endure for the past 2 years. There is no hope on sight. Things keep getting worse. On top of this, the government is ruling with so much impunity, so much rascality. They are wasting taxpayers' money. They are wasting Nigerian resources. All we keep hearing is the increment in the salary of politicians, increment in the salary of judges. Judges are getting new houses. Politicians are getting new vehicles. The National Assembly members are taking home over 20 million naira monthly. Whereas Nigerians, the ordinary Nigerians, the soldiers, the security operative, are all struggling with 77,000 naira minimum wage. We understand that there is no country in the world that doesn't have issues. There is no country in the world that does not go through difficult times. We understand that perfectly. But at least the citizens, we have hope that the next election will introduce new sets of politicians that will bring in new policies, new governance that will change the life of the people and the country. But that is not so in Nigeria. Our election has become sham. Nigerians does not even have hope in the next election. They all believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will still come back again beyond 2027, despite performing abysmally poor. The politicians are even putting it on the faces of Nigerians that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is undefeated, is unbeatable in 2027. What made him unbeatable and undefeated? Despite the abysmal failure, despite his poor and harsh policies that have affected the people negatively, you're now telling Nigerians with so much impunity that nobody can defeat Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. You are simply telling them that there is no hope for the 2027 general election. That means Nigerians does not have any choice but to stick with these abysmally poor politicians that we have. Tell me why the people will not be angry. Tell me why the military will not be angry. Tell me why we will not be talking about coup in 2025. These changes will not solve anything. It will even make matters worse. Firing top chief and arresting 16 officers without clear explanations, it looks like punishment for anyone who disagree with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This can upset other soldiers, especially those who feel ignored or unfairly treated. It will make them to think that promotion goes to only Bola Ahmed Tinubu loyalists. This will get them more frustrated to plan more coup against the president. Firing the military chief without fixing the economy is all showing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is concerned about protecting himself rather than protecting Nigerians. By focusing on controlling the military instead of solving bigger problems, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is putting out a small fire while ignoring the bigger one, which is ready to explode. By focusing on the military purge, Tinubu is pretending everything else is fine, but Nigerians are hungry, Nigerians are scared, Nigerians are not feeling secured in their own land, Nigerians are losing trust in the government. The easiest way to make this coup rumor go away is to fix the problem on ground, and they have the power to do it. Yes, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu felt insecure traveling, what did he do? He bought a $150 million presidential yacht. What is stopping him from fixing the things that are making Nigerians insecure? What is stopping him from reducing the inflation? What is stopping him from fixing the food insecurity we are experiencing in Nigeria? Of course, the price of commodities in the market were not this costly before. Bola Ahmed Tinubu made everything worse. He made the naira weak. He made imported items into the country more expensive. What is stopping him from fixing all of this? If he knows he cannot fix all of this, give way. Let someone that has the willpower, let someone that has the passion, let someone that has the willingness come in and fix it. If not, we will keep talking about coup. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.